Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a Guitar Radio Show demo and review of the ScreaminFX Uverbia pedal. Seth Wilk from ScreaminFX was nice enough to come by here at the studio and demo the pedal for us. He did some playing and showed us a thing or two about this particular pedal. This essentially, folks, is it's like a reverb tank, but it's a modernized version of it. You'll never believe it, but it runs on a 9-volt battery. It's incredible. Really, really cool. Can get you very subtle reverb sounds, and you can get incredibly psychedelic with it as well. So I see it as one of those types of pedals, and to call it a pedal is kind of weird, and I say that also in the video, in the demo that you're going to see. You know, it's big, but it's cool. To call it a pedal is not the right word. It's a machine, like Seth says. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you the demo now. Here it is from the Roadrunner room in Austin, Texas. Seth Wilk and the Uverbia pedal from ScreaminFX. Check it out. Okay, what we have here is the ScreaminFX Uverbia pedal, but to call it a pedal is sort of, I think, disingenuous.
Yeah, call it a machine.
Okay, a machine.
It's a reverb machine.
It's a reverb machine. We have Seth Wilk from ScreaminFX with us. How are you, Seth?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, man. Folks, go to ScreaminFX.com. That's Screamin, capital F, capital X.com for more information on the Uverbia and all of Seth's other mad scientist pedals that he has. Tell us a little bit about Uverbia.
Yeah, so this Uverbia, it's a real spring reverb pedal, and I wanted to build something that just had a huge amount of tone, that had real reverb, that had infinite echo, that was all analog. And so I actually spent a couple of years trying to come up with this design and to make it sound right. It's actually a little tougher than I thought to be able to drive those real spring correctly to get a great sound. But this is basically what you have, and it's real neat. It's a reverb, and so you put your signal in, you've got the dry wet, and that goes through your reverb signal, and you can control the dwell, basically how long it goes for, the amount of reverb going in. And then what it goes through is a driver circuit that basically the way it acts is a real lot like a tube. And so if you crank this thing up, it will overdrive the Uverbia, it will overdrive your amp, and you can just get all these really, really crazy sounds out of it. And it's a clean overdrive. It's not distortion, it's just a nice, clean, warm change to your sound. And then it's got this snap knob on it, basically a snap switch, and you can switch between different kinds of gain profiles. So if you put it right in the middle, it's a flat gain. If you put it to the left, it really kicks up the treble, gives you some great bite if you want to cut through the mix on stage, if you want to do any kind of surf type music. And then if you put it on the right, that snap switch will actually boost the gain up and just give you like this real nasty, cool sound just to blow people away, right? So
well, and I noticed that the when it is played in more of a dirty context, that boost makes the sound a little rounder.
Yeah, you're right. Just
smoother.
It just makes your sound a little bigger, smoother, rounder. It's kind of tough to explain, but yeah, real cool sounding.
Yeah, I like it. All right, cool. Yeah, and I mean, and folks, it can be used as your regular, traditional reverb, and then you can go otherworldly with it.
Yeah, kind of just want it in the background, or if you want to make some wild sounds, it's beyond what you could do with pretty much anything else. So.
All right, so let's hear a little bit of it. Let's hear the clean guitar first. We're going to be going through a Hagstrom Viking, what is the Viking, Deluxe.
Yeah, Hagstrom Viking Deluxe.
And it's all stock, and it's going to be going directly into the Uverbia and right into a Mesa Boogie 550 Express. And here's the clean channel. Okay, so there's clean. Now let's turn on Uverbia.
Yeah, let's set that volume a little bit.
Volume.
Yeah, bottom right.
Bottom right.
There you go.
Let's hear that again with the boost. Wow. So this is really, in many respects, this is two pedals in one.
Yeah, you get just, it's a reverb. It's really meant to be a reverb, but then when you start fiddling with it, it almost turns into like its own little amplifier where you can overdrive it, you can be louder, quieter, whatever you want.
Crazy.
So let's try that snap switch to the left. That's how you get that nice little pop in the treble.
Nice. What a cool sound. And it's got a very Hall kind of a sound.
Yep.
You know?
And it's based on those springs in there. It's a medium length spring tank in there. That one that's a mod tank from the company Mod, M-O-D. I put Accutronics tanks in there. If you're interested, you can tell me which one you want and I could put it in there. I think the Mod sounds a little better. It actually has a bit wider of a frequency response, but depends what you want. So
that's cool. All right, well let's hear it dirty now. some of that otherworldly stuff.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Bring the dwell up.
Yeah, put that all the way up, and I'd probably go pretty high in the dry wet.
Wild. That's crazy, man. So, tell us a little bit more. What was it? Where was your head at when you said, "Oh, I want to make a reverb tank"?
Yeah,
I mean, because the size of this, you can see, folks, this is pretty big. I mean, if you see it in relation to my hand, it's a fairly big pedal or machine.
Yeah, it's the machine, the reverb machine. Yeah, I wanted a real reverb. I didn't want some kind of digital chip in a tiny pedal that's based on somebody's computer program as to what they think reverb should sound like. I wanted an actual real spring tank. I wanted something that, you know, is analog, has infinite possibilities to it, and I just wanted the real springs. And the thing is that nobody really makes real spring tanks. There's a few on the market, but definitely nothing like this at all. And I wanted something that someone could plug in and just be, you know, blown away by how many different tones and sounds they can get out of their amp.
Right. Wild. It's crazy. Well, you know, it has a lot of different purposes, and it reminds me of it takes me back to like a modernized version of a reverb tank.
Yeah.
That you would see sometimes sitting next to a Showman amp, or, you know, an amp that didn't have any reverb in it. Some of the basement heads and stuff like that didn't have that. So I could see this definitely appealing to a wide range of different folks. You know, like some of the vintage cats who want to go out and play but don't want to bring their, you know, 1965 Fender reverb tank, but they can bring this with them, and it's built really, really well. And one of my favorite things about it is, watch.
You get that real
That's
spring.
real reverb.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, that's really cool. That's cool. Well, Seth, thanks for bringing it in to show us here at Guitar Radio Show. We really appreciate you bringing it in to show it to us.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. You know, all the support and getting people to see this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. We'll always support you. Hey, folks, go to ScreaminFX.com. That's the word Screamin' with the capital F, X attached to it, .com. ScreaminFX.com. And you can find out more about the Uverbia and all of Seth's other amazing products. Also, folks, don't forget GuitarRadioShow.com. And thanks, Seth. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, thanks.